Yo, alright. Turns out the last music that I used, it was flipping, it was AI the whole time. So that's kind of crazy, but anyway, here we are, back at it with non-AI background music. So, what day is it today? It's the 29th of April in 2025. Here I am, gonna Wikipedia surf a little bit. First story about some spies. The Did You Know section, the classic. Did you know that Sulfrid Kawanda pictured qualified for her first weightlifting competition a few days after starting the sport? This is pretty crazy. I don't know how that happens. I'm definitely gonna read this one because I don't even get that. Sometimes genetics are just. She's Norwegian, a weightlifter, a former electrician, and the first female Norwegian weightlifter to become an Olympic champion. Wow, Jesus. Born in Oulu, to a Finnish mother and an Ivorian father. I didn't know that was a ethnic Ivorian. That sounds sick. She lived in Finland until she moved to Norway at 9. She struggled with self-confidence and usually trained alone in a weight room before being put into foster care and began training with CrossFit. She was then recruited into weightlifting by a CrossFit coach who trained both sports. What? A few days after training in the sport, she qualified for her first competition, where she then set a national record? She set a national record after qualifying? Another local competition qualified her for the 2021 European Weightlifting Championships, where she then earned a bronze medal and set new national records. Later that same year, she competed at her first World Weightlifting Championships and earned a bronze medal as well. She has won 4 Kongapokos. Alright, well now I gotta search what this is. What the heck is a Kongapoko? It's a Norwegian trophy awarded during Norwegian Championships in a number of sports. Okay. It's a sick name. I mean, it's in a different language, but you know. During the, Oh, okay. Interesting. It sounds like a sick sort of way to give away trophies. So, okay, it was recent, the Summer Olympics. I don't think I watched this part of the Olympics this time. That's pretty cool. Female Athlete of the Year at the 2025 Patriots Gala. Oh, it's a show. That sounds like a sick show. Sick show. Cool. Okay, yeah, and that's her. As a toddler, she was noticed to be muscular. Oh man. She struggled with self-confidence because of her appearance and greater muscle mass compared to others. Due to this, she also often disregarded her friends' invitations to participate. She just trained and didn't even do sports? Damn. Well, she was successful because she was just that person, but that sucks. It really sucks that, yeah, women being muscular is a whole separate thing that shouldn't really be a thing, but is a thing. I'm having to deal with. Oh, shoot. Alright. Wait. Actually, yeah, I can still go. What's next? The construction of a Pittsburgh TV station was delayed when it was discovered that abandoned mine shafts ran beneath the planned tower site. That's insane. How do we as humans have abandoned mine shafts? Don't we write stuff down? Isn't that supposed to be like what sets us apart? We just don't know. But American football coach Jorge Munoz served as an assistant to a former player he coached. Huh. The protesters launched a garbage offensive on New York City. Yeah, I'm gonna have to read this one. This was in 1969. Resulted in initial systemic changes, including improved collection schedules, the introduction of plastic. Reforming of how garbage was collected, then introduction of plastic garbage bags and an alternate side parking. Long-term return to irregular garbage collection. Okay, so hey, even the quick initial thing still better. Failure of NYC Department of Sanitation to adequately collect garbage in East Harlem. Okay, East Harlem. And I'm assuming East Harlem. Was part of a racial group that wasn't as cared about as others. We'll see though. The offensive was organized by the New York Young Lords, a newly formed civil rights organization. That's a sick name. They decided to address the neglect. Okay, so it's a predominantly Puerto Rican neighborhood where uncollected garbage was a significant concern. Okay. They didn't even get... Oh, they were denied cleaning supplies, so they were going to do it themselves. Oh, they did do it themselves. Organize weekly street cleanups. But, okay. But the community didn't really do it as much. Okay. The Young Lords and East Harlem residents engaged in escalating garbage dumping protests, obstructing major intersections with barricades and garbage piles. That intensified on the 17th when protesters setting garbage on fire across East Harlem. The next day, Young Lord spokesman Philippe Luciano outlined demands on behalf of the protesters, which included daily garbage collection, street cleaning, increased sanitation resources, greater diversity in employment, higher wages for sanitation workers, and the elimination of corruption within the sanitation workforce. As a result, the city instituted systemic sanitation reforms, though some of those measures were later reversed. Huh. Yeah, symbolic demonstration of decolonial action. And a shift in the community's consciousness. The Young Lords in El Patio. Oh, yeah, in the town. Okay. Okay, this is, an actual quote. So we're on 110th Street, and we actually asked the people, what do you think you need? What do you need? Is it housing? Is it police brutality? And they said, muchacho, dejate de todo eso. La basura. Listen, kid, forget about it. It's the garbage. And I thought, my God, all this romance, all this ideology to pick up the garbage, that's what they wanted. I mean, that's the most important thing. That's the beauty of democracy. And that's honestly good that that's what they cared about, because people cared about it and not the other way around. What the heck? Why is it being weird? Oh my gosh. My mic is being weird. Hello? Okay.
Alright, I'm back. Technical difficulties. I don't understand. I was supposed to get this set up to work really easy, then not have to worry about it, but I still have to worry about it. So, there it is, the map where it took place. Oh, actually this is just a map of Manhattan, and then they used a red dot on it. Okay, I was like, where'd it go? Got it. Cool. Interesting. Yeah. It's crazy that blocking roads are like one of the most effective ways. That's what it is. Bottles being thrown at responding law enforcement and fire personnel. After negotiations between the Young Lords and the police, Santiago was fined and released from police custody. The next day, Young Lords held a rally celebrating his release. At the rally, Young Lord spokesman Felipe Luciano clarified the protesters' demands. That the sanitation men come pick up garbage each day, including Sunday. That sidewalks and gutters be kept clean each day. That the city grant a minimum of 10 or more trash cans for every block. 10 more trash cans for every block and 10 brooms for every block association. That the city hire more Puerto Rican and black workers. The sanitation men get that salary increase. And no more payoffs from the people to the garbage men. There was payoffs? Let's look, this is the empty lot strewn with trash. Yeah, that's definitely a lot, but interesting. Okay. And both mayoral candidates had to respond. Nice. So they were initially reported, but they netted a return to the regular collection. So then the organization shifted away from street activism towards community service programs. Wow. That's really interesting. I should really read it more about the Young Lords. I never heard about them at all. I've heard about other right organizations. Okay, let's do the not knowing about an abandoned mine shaft. Here's this station. Blah blah blah. Oh. Okay. That's interesting. Let's see if it's here. It might not be on here. Oh. I think it's here. They faced losing their permits unless action was taken to put them back into service. They agreed to sell to New York-based Overmeyer Communications Corporation. And it was a complication. It was 8th station he was attempting to acquire, okay. Blah blah blah. He was preparing to put the station on air. It hit a series of snags. The crews erecting its tower found that the anchor points were 2 of its 3 guy wires. Okay, guy wires? That's called the tensioning cable. Oh, yeah, I know what a guy wire is, okay. Were over abandoned mine shafts, and a third such tunnel was also found. Like, what is this, Minecraft? Like, what? That's weird. Alright. On this day, the British went to Australia. Dang. Wow. Jeez. I think yesterday. Well, yeah, it was a required picture, so. But yeah, another interesting Holocaust and World War II fact, but I'm not going to get into it this time. Today's featured picture. Mount Whymper is a 2,845 meter high mountain located in the Canadian Rockies in the Canadian province of British Columbia. Located in the Vermilion Pass in Kootenay National Park, it is named after Edward Whymper, who, along with the 4 guides, Joseph Bossany, Christian Kaufman, Christian Clucker, and Joseph Pollinger, were the first to climb the mountain in 1910. It's composed of sedimentary rock laid down in the Precambrian to Jurassic period to the Jurassic periods as part of the Laramide orogeny. It shows the southern aspect of Mount Whymper as seen from the Stanley Glacier Trail, with Stanley Valley in the background. Very interesting. Well, it's a pretty picture. Yeah, very cool. Interesting. Well, I think that's good for today's episode. I had a weird technical difficulty in the middle of it, but it's gonna get better and better, and I won't have to deal with that soon. I thought my mic was broken for a second there, because it was being weird, but it's all good. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk next time, I guess. Bye. Peace.